A very good morning, students. Namaste. I'm Dr. Shruti. Today we will going to discuss about the online marketing tools. Let's begin with the blog. What we understand by the blog. A blog is a shortened version of the web log. It is the online journal or the informational website displaying information in the reverse chronological order with the latest post appearing first and the top. It is a platform where a writer or a group of the writers share their information views on the individual subjects. Blogs marketing is the process of reaching your home business target market through the use of the blog. Initially, the business owners had the blog separate, had a separate blog from their websites, but today you can easily integrate the two to make it easier for you to manage, as well as easier for the visitors to access. Many business owners use a blogging platform such as the WordPress for both their website and the blogs as well. So basically, blog is a written information. There you can, the writers can write about their business, about their thoughts, about their views, ideas, and the people can comment on those ideas and the viewpoints in the comment section, right? So the pros of the blog marketing, the important nature of the blogging makes them ideal for marketing, since they provide the new content to draw the people back and offer a way of the customers and the businesses to interact. Here the few other benefits are: first, it is inexpensive to start and run, because you need not to incur any kind of amount into it. The second is easy to use. Third is to build the website and the traffic. The fourth one is improves the search engine ranking. The fifth one is allows you to gain the trust and the credibility, engages your market, and the seventh one is to create the more opportunities for the revenue. Now let's talk about the RSS. What exactly RSS means? RSS is originally stood for the RDF site summary, but it is now more commonly referred to as a really simple syndication. It is the format used to publish the content that is regularly published, like a blog or the news headlines. It is a standard format, which means that every RSS feed is designed to look basically the same of the for the consistency. This typically includes a post title, teaser, or the full body text plus the date published and the author. So the RSS feed will display the most recent entries first, through the number of the total entries will vary. An RSS subscription provides an anonymous option for the visitors that may not want to provide the email address for the newsletter subscription. So the RSS feed also bypass spam filters and are delivery instantly. So this is what the RSS means. Now let's come to the podcast. Wikipedia defines it as a radio on demand. It is the pre-recorded audio program published on the website and available for download on the personal computers or the mobile devices to be listened when the listener wishes. This format has conquered many as one of the most prominent feature of the podcast that the listener can subscribe. With RSS, the listeners are altered when a new podcast is available, eliminating the need to implement a new market campaign. So now let's a quick discussion on the podcast and the marketing. As the format of the content production is growing, some brands have become interested in the value of the podcasting can bring it to their business. So podcasting allows the brands to communicate to the captive audience. Now you can use the podcasting to assume a greater engagement to your current and the potential customers, providing an email address associated with the podcast where the people can respond directly to the content. Now let's talk about the other online communities and the social networks. Online communities has been around for way longer than the social networks. Online communities are the messages boards or the platforms. They're the groups together with one of the other common interest. People come together and they discuss about the same thing or about their interest. Some common examples are the YouTube, the like Flickr, nested communities of the videos, photographies, and enthusiasts respectively. Now, Wikipedia is another good example of the online community. Basically, the online communities are held together by the common interest. It is by the certain hobby or something which is something that members are passionate about. Now, when someone says this social network, the first thing that probably comes in mind is Facebook. Now, Facebook, MySpace, LinkedIn, the most popular social networks out there. Social networks are joined so that the people can maintain their current relationship with their friends and families, get in touch with the long lost friends, and keep in touch with the stay in the family and the friends. So that's what our social networks means. So today we have discussed about the different blogs, different bloggings, and the RSS and podcast, as well as the social networks and the online communities. In the next session, we will discuss something else related to the internet marketing. So, thank you so much, students. I hope you all understood and the session was lucrative. Thank you. Have a great day.